the planet itself is kind of its own thing.
Like King Kai's
It's
planet.
like think of it's a pocket dimension.
So it's outside of the afterlife, but it's also kind of inside the afterlife.
Yes, it's attached.
The afterlife itself is like a pocket dimension in the Dragon Ball world. It's not really like where you go where you're dead. It's like a pocket dimension you get sent to. Like
But you do go there
yeah.
when you're dead.
Yes, but like not in the tradition, not in the traditional sense of like dying like you're thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Oh, Lord. Pope Frieza getting punched in the gut.
Yeah, by a little boy.
A little boy.
By a little boy.
A little boy.
Little baby boy. Don't say it like that.
Little baby boy. Little baby.
The baby.
Little baby boy.
Did you grab the clapper?
Kind of looks like a baby.
It's a baby.
I'm gonna eat ya.
Hey, baby, get in my belly.
And we're back. We're leaving that in.
Yeah, 100%.
Leaving it in.
Leaving it in. Guys,
What's up?
you're at Anime Shmanime.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Dragon Ball Z,
Dragon Ball Z.
season 6.
Dude.
The Cell games.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Look at this little baby.
It's the baby.
Thank you for enduring all of our coverage of this
Yeah.
You're welcome.
perfect series.
You're so welcome. Thank you for thanking me and acknowledging my endurance.
This
Yeah.
infallible 10 out of 10 immaculate series.
Now hold on a second. None of
Yeah.
us have given any of this 10 out of 10 yet.
Well, for real though, like you guys who have been listening and watching and following along with this particular series and these parts,
Yeah.
we still got a lot more to cover.
Yeah. But
Dear Lord.
we're over halfway.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, we are over
We
halfway.
are over halfway, guys.
Because we're at the Cell Games.
That's right.
The Cell Games.
The big tourney.
I mean,
One of the biggest moments where
I don't know about
Goku
big.
shows that he's a shitty father.
whoa. We're going to get into that.
Pope Frieza.
Pope Frieza
getting
is-
punched in the gut by little baby boy.
Little baby boy. I asked you not to do that voice.
I know, and that's
Yeah.
why I did it.
It's so uncomfortable.
Dude. Pope Frieza, though.
You remember that
Pope
one?
Frieza is still there.
Look at him, though.
I know, dude. It's perfection. Perfection.
That needs to be a shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 Pope Frieza's perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was also like a big season for the Gohan stands out
Oh,
there.
we spoil it, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
we
We
spoil
spoil
it.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're listening to this,
You know.
Come on.
you should
Jay.
know that this is not
Come
the
on.
first part
Yeah.
of Dragon Ball.
Come on.
Sorry for interrupting. Proceed.
That's okay. That's okay. This one, like I said, is big for the Gohan stands.
Yeah.
And this was even almost still at a point where like it felt like he could still be the main character of the whole series.
Well,
Like,
we'll get into it later
Yeah,
on like
but
what the
like-
future holds. But
yeah,
like,
but at this point, like it still feels like it was a possibility. They hadn't abandoned the idea yet.
Yes.
I will say
the
that.
only reason why not though is we're this far and that's not the case.
Yes.
But by the end of this, you think, well, maybe, but also I'm pretty convinced, nah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
pretty sure no.
I mean, if we were in like an alternate timeline,
But we're not.
but we're not.
I mean, we know there are.
Look, I really wish at some point they did make an alternate timeline, not like a GT timeline.
Didn't they say they were doing that? Didn't someone say that like Disney or something is doing like an MCU style Dragon Ball Z universe?
No.
No,
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Would you like that though? Would you like it?
No.
At this point, no. But it would have been nice when I was really all about Gohan becoming the new MC of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
To have seen that progression, because this is what I really want. I want to see one arm Gohan. I want to see that timeline.
I don't know what that even is.
Oh yeah, We're not there yet. No.
One arm?
No, wait. Would he have seen that at this point?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I saw one arm
no,
go.
So.
maybe not. But they're
baby boy.
you son of a bitch.
Because you're
Yeah.
thinking of Future Trunks' timeline.
I'm thinking of Future Trunks' timeline. Yeah. But anyway, I'm spoiling it. But we all know that there is a point
spoil.
where you see a Future Trunks,
And I don't give a shit, so tell me whatever you want from the future of this show.
I don't think that's still Super, though, right?
Is that Super? I thought that was still in. Oh, that might be. Anyways,
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I've watched this. Been a while.
But I get to remind you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
We get to remind everybody.
and
as a reminder to everybody, I'm not going to get into the fucking background of this. We've done that before. Go back and watch our first Dragon Ball episode if you want more of like a background on Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
We're really just going to get, I think, into the fucking the meat.
The show, Dragon Ball Z, the show where nothing matters and anyone can do anything without consequence.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
That should be like Dragon Ball Z, the show where nothing matters and anyone can do anything they want without consequence.
But at this point in the game, you
Yeah.
are certainly familiar with our main cast, and
Yes.
there are lots of updates and upgrades
There
and
are.
developments with all
AKA
of our
more plot
characters.
armor and nothing is permanent and nothing really matters.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball
yes.
way, baby.
yes.
Yeah. I also found, and you guys will tell me that they're all bullshit and you'll have reasons for them all, but I found a bunch of plot holes in this season, and we'll get into them as we go through the plot, and I'll point them out specifically.
Yeah.
And you guys
There's
can try
no
and
plot
explain
holes.
it to
It's
me.
a fucking tournament. That's all.
You guys can try and explain it to me when I say them.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Me too.
I've been doing this since I was a child.
Yeah.
yeah.
Defending Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you will continue to till the day you die, as long as we're friends.
You were doing it before you were born.
Wait, how?
Little baby boy.
Oh, God. Stop.
Fuck. That's the theme of this show.
Yeah, little baby boy. Okay, well,
Jordy
like,
likes little baby boys.
did you guys watch our Edge Runners episode, our Cyberpunk episode? Because someone here does like children.
No, that's definitely true.
We're not gonna do Senpai's Corner. You just said we're not gonna
Yeah, no.
bother.
Nah.
And the world is like the fucking same.
Yeah, where did we leave off in our last one? Because we haven't done this in
We left
a while.
off. Cell literally like broadcast to the world like I'm
Cell
having a
games are
tournament.
about to start.
I built
Yes,
this
that's
little
right.
rinky-dink stage for
Yeah.
us to fight in, and I'm just gonna stand here for a while until you guys come.
Yeah. The tiles float in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. He builds a stage.
I know in the past, let's talk about art for 1 second, because I know in the past we've talked about like art leveling up season by season with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I didn't find that in this episode. Even the fight scenes I found like not as impressive looking as like some of the Frieza ones in the peak Frieza like seasons.
Really?
Yeah, like some of the
That's
like
surprising.
I don't know, like projectiles and explosions and shit getting destroyed. Like it wasn't to the same magnitude in this episode.
I felt like it was at least on par. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna see huge leaps and bounds at this point.
I mean,
like,
planets have exploded in the
they've-
past,
well,
and if we're
that's-
supposed to be
that's-
leveling
yes,
up bad guys,
that's a power scaling issue. That
Yes.
has nothing to do with art.
Yeah.
fair.
Because in
Okay,
the rest
you're
of
right, you're right.
rest of Dragon Ball Z, everything happens on Earth. Right?
Yeah.
Like there's
But even on Earth, like fucking cities get demolished in past
Yes.
seasons too. Like you're right, this is power scaling and not art, but it's something worth mentioning maybe
For sure,
At this
for
point.
sure. But like, I think with art, like they found their, a core group of key animators that they're working with at this point.
Yeah.
Many of which continue to work from the Cell Saga well into the Buu Saga.
Yeah.
So basically, from here on out,
Sure.
the big hitters that are really delivering the identity of the season and that real overall art feel.
Yeah.
It's the same group of guys.
Okay.
So you're not going to see huge upgrades at this point. But
Okay.
it should just be even keel.
Fair enough.
This is what the rest of the show looks like.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But either way, noteworthy, I think, to compare. I mean, if you were to watch them side by side, an episode from like the Saiyan saga at the very beginning,
Sure, yeah.
side by side with this,
Yeah.
you'd be like, wow.
There are moments I think maybe not from saying no, they do. They cut in clips in this
Right.
later on.
Yeah,
like
and
they
you
flash
notice.
back. And you do notice, yeah.
Like the Vegeta entire different character design.
Totally.
That Vegeta has.
Yeah, you get to see little baby going with his little tail. You get to see him a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's like weird looking. Yeah, for sure.
But I do think that the art does upgrade much later when we get into the Buu Saga.
You think so?
Yeah, I do think so. I think
Guys, I just learned about bippity boppity boo. And we'll get into that in future seasons, but I had to say it because I just learned about it now.
It's BBD,
Bibbidi.
Babidi,
Boo.
boo.
I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you.
It's okay.
I'm interested
Yeah.
in
It's
a
great.
scary kind of way.
You'll
fucking
stay scared when you find out who
fantastic.
they are.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're scary.
Are they or like
I think they're kind of
funny scary or
yes.
like scary?
Yeah, funny
yeah.
scary.
There's definitely.
But a creepiness still.
Okay.
Well, for one of them, some of them are kind of jolly looking.
Yeah.
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 Anyways, we're digressing.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about art or music. So should we just like go talk about
It's a lot of the same, really.
The
Yeah.
plot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just get into it.
There might actually be some character talk to have up top here
Yeah?
because for the first time in a season, we get maybe not the first time, but we get some serious growth for the first time in Gohan.
Okay.
I found Mikey said he had a character he felt had growth. I wasn't sure if it was going to be the same as mine. Let me talk about Gohan, then you can tell me if it's the same or not.
the same
I think
one.
it's pretty heinous to assume. I think it's pretty heinous to assume that we're just finally getting growth
Yeah.
out of Gohan. I think he's
It's
had
Agreed.
arguably the most growth out of
Agreed.
any character
But I
in the
think this
entire
was
show.
Yeah,
the best,
100%.
the best growth in this
Yeah,
season,
sure,
I'll say.
sure.
I don't know.
Most significant.
Most. I would say
Sure.
most significant. But like, I mean, in previous seasons where you have Gohan fucking, being trained by Piccolo
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
all that stuff, and
Yeah.
Piccolo's a better father figure than Goku.
In this one, I
Yeah.
think there's some like a little bit of a grown-up emotional growth, maybe some relatable growth to someone who's watching. Where in the past it's just like I'm getting my ass kicked. Wait a minute, I can do this. Where in this one he like realizes something about himself deeply, right?
He's more stoic in a lot of senses.
Yeah,
right?
what he learns is that like the source of his deep power comes from rage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We all knew this. We've seen it happen a million times, but he finds it out and then tries not to let it out until he realizes like I gotta. You know what I mean? And that's a huge growth moment. That's like some deep emotional healing kind of growth. You know what I mean?
And that's also the first time you really understand the mechanic for becoming Super Saiyan, because as a Saiyan, to become Super Saiyan, you have to have like that rage inside you, and that's what you're letting out.
Explain Goku.
Same thing with Goku.
The jolliest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah,
dude.
but when
Yes.
does he go Super Saiyan?
When does he go Super Saiyan? When was the 1st
Isn't
time?
he always Super Saiyan this whole season?
No, but before. When did
Yeah.
he first go Super Saiyan?
Oh,
When
yeah,
did he
I
unlock?
guess he got really mad. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
really mad.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
In order to unlock that
Yeah.
power.
Okay.
Yes.
They gotta get mad.
They have to get mad.
And Vegeta, you don't actually see the first time he does it. He just
Yeah.
shows up and fucks up the android Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
But for him, it was the anger and frustration he felt at
Of
his
not turning
inability
Super Saiyan first.
that he couldn't do it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Goku
yeah.
could, and it was that rage that drove him, right?
Fucking so stupid.
But that's sick, dude. It's awesome.
Dude, it's awesome.
And the other really cool thing about Gohan as a
Yeah.
character in general is
Yeah.
you get a much more detailed, nuanced character out of Gohan because he's half human.
Yeah.
You have that other side of him, that
True.
intelligent,
Yeah.
more thoughtful, logical side.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
balance out his raging Saiyan on the other side of things. He's
Yeah.
kind of like the strongest of both worlds in that sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you see him battling with it because there's a moment where he does go fucking psycho and he's fucking Cell up after he lets his power loose. And he like, Goku's like, get him out of his misery. And Cell's like, he's like, nah, I want this guy to fucking suffer. And I'm like, wow, Gohan, that's dark.
Yeah.
That's some dark
Dark
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
And then he overcomes it eventually. So
Yeah.
yeah, he wrestles with that back and forth, those
Yeah.
two elements of
Yeah.
himself, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of cool about Gohan. I don't have really much else to say about him. We'll get into it as it happens.
Yeah.
We can talk for a second about Goku's worst dad ever moment in this fucking season as a character here.
Yeah, because I've seen so many memes afterwards and like little
Yeah.
snippets of like people saying, "Hey, Dad, you remember that one time? Well, fuck you."
Yeah. Well, in this one, it's kind of intense because throughout this season, he's actually like kind of a good dad at times. He's very encouraging, very proud, very confident in his son. He believes in his son. You know what I mean? And then in the end, spoiler alert, Dumbledore dies. Okay, we know this now.
Yes, yes.
So Goku dies, and he goes from the afterlife. He's like, I'm not gonna come back. We're getting way ahead, but I don't care. He's like, I know it's kind of shit for you and your mom. I'm really sorry, but like, I have nothing left to offer you. He says to his son.
Yeah.
And his son goes, yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't need you. And his response is, well, I gotta go now. Bye.
Yep.
That's it.
Mic drop.
That's
Mic
it.
drop.
Mic drop moment.
Yeah. And then still somehow later, like Chi-Chi's crying and Gohan's like, Mom, it's good.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He was a shitty dad.
You know what?
Anyway.
As laughable as it is,
Yeah.
I feel like living a year or two in this Dragon Ball world where death is simply a business trip.
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
inconsequential
You almost
thing.
would kind
A
of have that
business
attitude.
trip, dude.
Yeah, but that's the
Right?
thing.
He
It
Takes
totally
a suitcase
is.
to the afterlife.
That's the way I want work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just on a work trip.
Yeah. And when we really need him to come back, we'll just get the Dragon Balls and it's
Yep.
fine.
Literally. Yep.
Right?
So
And,
as
like,
ridiculous as it is, it
Yeah.
kind of checks out with the
yeah,
world.
Alright,
you
yeah.
know?
time skip. Wait, is this the one where like fucking Goku gets all beat up and then gives Cell a senzu bean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was also a fucking shitty thing to do.
Really shitty. And I don't understand the motives behind that at all.
Well, it's a power scaling thing where it's like, hey, you're at full power now. You're fully, completely healed, and he's still gonna kick your ass.
I get
watch it.
I get
watch
it, but
happen.
like it's misplaced confidence. It's like too much. It's like, yeah, okay, you know he's gonna win, but like, why risk that?
It's an incredibly
Yeah.
Goku thing to do,
Yes.
man. Honestly, it checks out totally with
It
his
does.
character.
It's
This
just
is a
also
guy who,
dumb as shit.
This is a guy who simply exists and has openly invited
Yeah.
death and destruction and villains back to his planet
Yeah.
in the future
Yeah.
for a better battle.
Yeah.
yes.
This is he has a track record of doing this kind of
Yeah.
thing. This
He-
is so on brand for
Yeah.
Goku at this
He's
point.
not in it to actually save the world
Right.
or anyone. He just
Yeah.
wants to
Have
fight
a better
people.
fight.
Yeah, he
He
wants
does
to
want
fight
to save
people.
he wants both of those things.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Equally.
Yeah.
no, not even. I wouldn't even say equally.
No,
man.
you're right. He would let the world go. He literally actually tells Gohan at one point, like, don't worry about the Earth.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
His
Just
whole
go.
motivation
Yeah.
is just to have to the better fight.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole Saiyan pride thing too, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't care.
I'm going to go out of character and justify the Senzu Bean thing with a thought I just had too, okay? Saiyans get beaten up and come back stronger.
Yes.
So I wonder if Goku's like, I'm going to give this guy a Senzu Bean, power him up so he beats the shit out of Gohan, so Gohan comes back stronger. You like
yeah.
it? Do we like it? Is it all right?
Yeah.
We okay with it?
It could,
Yeah,
you know what?
it could work.
It could even work in the sense that like Cell actually has Saiyan DNA.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And
that's
him
true.
giving a
Oh,
senzu
yeah.
bean to Cell could have made Cell come back stronger to make a better fight for Gohan.
Oh, okay.
Because Goku's sitting back being like, now fight.
Yeah, now we're going to get a show.
That's gonna be-
now we're going to
Oh
get
my
a show.
God.
That would also be on brand for Goku.
Fair
yes,
enough.
that would be.
Fair enough.
Saiyans are fucking cocky motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Goku's a piece of shit.
The cockiest of them all,
Yeah,
dude.
for
the
sure.
cockiest of them all. Okay, let's talk about Cell real quick for a second
Yeah.
because he's still kind of a whack villain in my opinion.
Really?
I don't find him
What?
scary. I don't find him impressive. I actually think Frieza was the better fighter as far as like watching and like scaring them goes.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
be honest
Yeah,
with you.
that's actually a pretty common,
Yeah.
I had like thought amongst a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans.
Not to mention, perfect form Cell actually kills 0 people.
That's not true.
0 people.
Oh, perfect form Cell. Okay,
Yeah, that's
that's what
right.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah, because now he
power scaling, bro.
yeah, power scaling.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't need to kill people because he's already perfect. He
Yeah.
just wants to fight all the fucking crazy people.
Actually, I should take that back. He takes out an entire army. But he doesn't kill any of our people that we care about. Now that I think about it. Another thing we get is moving past Cell is a little bit of like gentle development of the father-son vibe between Gohan and Trunks. Or Gohan and, Vegeta and Trunks. A
Yeah.
little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, you got his
Yeah.
little Saiyan pride
Yeah.
of, you know.
There's always been that little weirdness though as well, knowing that like that's his son, but it's not like his son from
Yeah.
that timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
He didn't raise this Trunks.
That's true.
So
I keep
there's a bit of
forgetting
a
that Vegeta
yeah.
and Bulma fucked, to be honest with you. Every time I remember
Yeah,
that,
I
I'm
was
like,
just about
oh
to say.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, 'cause she's
Yeah.
carrying around little baby Trunks.
Little baby Trunks, yeah.
Yeah.
The
He's so
fucking
cute,
the
dude.
fucking moment at the end, dude. At the end.
Yeah, where he turns and
Yeah.
makes the peace sign.
That's it. That's it. And Trunks is like,
Yes.
that's it, man.
Totally.
But I will say, sorry, go ahead.
No, because what was it? I think I remember reading an article somewhere where like some people are like want their partners to have like, you know, qualities that their mother have.
I think it's a common
Oh,
trait.
yeah.
It's like a sociological thing where people, generally
dude.
men will seek out qualities that they found in their own mother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know from experience.
Yeah, that's like that's been studied from like an anthropological
Yeah.
viewpoint. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Freud essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say though, on the topic of Trunks and Vegeta's father-son relationship, the best father-son relationship in the show is Piccolo Gohan,
Oh yes.
because
Yeah,
Piccolo's daddy,
Yes.
right?
Piccolo's daddy.
I love them as a father-son relationship.
Yeah.
There are memes that back it. There's a whole movement that Piccolo is Gohan's real dad.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the best. It's the better relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree.
Has been from the beginning.
Yes.
Basically, Goku handed Gohan over to Piccolo from the very
I was like,
beginning and was like,
ew.
"He's your problem now."
He's your problem.
Yeah,
Like
I'm a
I'm
little
gonna go
baby boy.
train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has no fucking
And then never
parental...
looked back.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Except to say, I gotta go now.
Yeah.
Bye.
And you do see it like a lot too when Gohan needs advice and stuff like that later
Yeah.
on in the series and even into Super. Like you
Dude,
really
he wears
see-
Piccolo's outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which Piccolo just like magics onto him somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad he must have trained a long time to learn that skill.
It's his key energy being able to like
Yeah.
manifest all the particles
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, good thing he trained to learn that maneuver.
No, I think
specifically.
that was already like intuitive for him.
Well, I'm glad. Really glad. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Satan. Another
Satan.
character worth talking about. in
Yes.
this.
Or Hercule
Hercule.
for anybody else who.
They call him that?
Yeah.
He's also it was another name that he went by.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like a shitty pro wrestler type, and he's always in character.
Yes. Well, he's the guy that like just performs. I think he was based off of Hulk Hogan.
For sure he would have been.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's
A literal buffoon?
but he's
Yeah.
like the general public's idea of like what a hero is, or
Yeah.
who like the
Yeah.
strongest person
Totally.
is, because they're out of touch and they don't actually know about the Z fighters, or
Which
what the
blows my
real-
fucking
real-
mind. We'll
I
get
know,
into that later
yeah,
too.
I know.
So, and the reporter, also a fucking buffoon.
Yeah.
And all the fucking clowns who are like Mr. Satan's students, just a bunch of buffoons.
Yeah. But that, I mean, at the time that it came out, like WWF was huge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
humongous,
Yeah.
Right? Like that was all our, reference as far as
For sure.
like fighting and
Yeah.
seeing like action
Yeah.
online in real humans. Like I remember learning when, wrestling was fake and I'm like, what? As a
Sorry,
kid.
what?
Yeah, that's right. I just shattered your entire universe. How does that feel?
It's not fake, okay? It's predetermined.
It's predetermined. Yes, they do have a lot of, athleticism.
I'm pulling your leg, dude. It's fake as fuck.
Jeez, guys, we are hemorrhaging subscribers right now.
But you know what? But like that's what I'm saying. It's all. It's all about the
Get him back, Mikey.
It's all about the performance.
Yeah.
and he's the representation of
right.
what people see.
Yeah.
right. But like even during WWF,
Yeah.
there are those fighters that people don't actually know about.
Yeah.
that are in the background that are like street fighters or like that were doing UFC that was really underground. or
Brock
Pride.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
Pick the most famous guy.
Yeah.
He was
possibly
UFC
think of.
and then he went into wrestling.
Wrong. Other way
The
around.
Rock.
Yeah, totally the other.
I said the other way around.
Was it the other way around?
Yeah.
Brock
Was it?
started as actually he started as an Olympic wrestler, like
Okay.
Greco-Roman.
Yeah.
Then went to WWE. Then
Okay.
went to MMA.
Yeah.
You learn something every day.
Anyways, why are we talking about Brock
We're a wrestling
Lesnar?
podcast now, guys. Okay,
He has big traps, but they're
He
not
has
as
really
big,
big
as,
traps.
as Vegeta's.
Yeah.
Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who wins Vegeta versus Brock Lesnar?
Come
on.
Come
Okay,
on.
yeah. You're right. Okay, let's get into the plot of the show. You ready?
Yeah.
So we established Cell broadcast to the world. He's going to have a tournament and see who can beat him. He even built a cute little arena for it. Not that impressive of the arena, by the way. He's so proud of it. He literally
Yeah.
stands in the middle of it for a while.
Yo, I would be
Just
pretty
standing there.
impressed if I can move like cement.
He could have made it look cool, is all I'm saying. It's just a platform,
Yeah, that's all you need. And but those old martial arts,
but he talks about it a lot.
yeah, that's okay. I'd be proud of it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, dude. Fair enough, dude. If you made one, I'd be proud of you too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cell, on the other hand, he can do better. Fuck him. So Krillin blames himself for letting Cell survive because, as we remember, he was supposed to blow up Android 18 and chose not to because the power of love.
Yes.
Right?
Actually, no, I blame myself for not telling our viewers and listeners to rate us.
You do blame. We just discovered literally 5 minutes ago, Mikey's like, whoa, they can give us ratings?
Yeah.
Literally.
Like on Spotify and Apple and all that stuff. I was like, oh, yeah. If you can give us a 5-star or anything like that or whatever you do.
5-star.
Yeah, 5-star.
5.5.
Yeah. Wherever you get
Solid
your podcast.
4, 4.5, 5.
Whatever,
Yeah. We would really appreciate it.
We would really appreciate it, yeah.
And if you're subscribing, if you're a watcher on YouTube,
Yeah,
like all that stuff, help us out. We love you.
we do.
And I'll stop blaming myself after that.
We forgive you, Mikey.
Thank you.
Okay. Now that we're done playing the blame game, Krillin runs off to try and fight. He's like, I'm going to fucking take him out. And Roshi's like, yeah, right, dude.
Yeah.
Immediately. He's like, dude, get the fuck out of there. You're not doing anything. And they're all like, yeah, you're right. And they're like, it's got to be Goku. That's what they all kind of agree. Meanwhile, people are taking turns in the hyperbaric chamber and coming out stronger. That's basically just happening one at a time.
That's how it is. Oh, I wanted to mention too, with Hercule, there's a fan theory where they said that he might actually be the most, powerful being in the entire universe.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Explain it to me.
What did the theory say?
Yeah, I need to know.
Yeah. It was kind of like the Jar Jar Binks theory that like he was a Master Sith Lord.
Like he's just pretending to be a fucking idiot?
Yeah.
I don't
Just
think so.
biding his time for what?
I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. It's just funny to hear that kind of stuff.
I'll allow it because this show's bonkers and it tracks.
But could you imagine though? Fucking Hercules comes out and he's just like,
Where's Hercule come from? Is it because I watched Dub that I got Mr. Satan?
No,
No,
I mean, I
you-
believe Mr. Satan is correct. Like, is the
Yeah.
OG. Like, but I just think that didn't test well in Western
Oh, because
audiences. So,
the devil.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
so,
that, yeah.
So Hercule kind of became like the moniker, and like
Okay.
because we grew up more so with the westernized versions of everything.
Yeah. You got
know,
Hercule.
Hercule goes in our head sometimes, and it
All right.
just rolls off the tongue a little better than Mr. Satan.
Mr. Satan is a dumb as fuck name.
Yeah.
It's not even a good wrestling name, let alone character in Dragon Ball Z name.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's not good. Okay, one thing that happens when they come out of the hyperbaric chamber is Goku and Gohan can just effortlessly maintain Super Saiyan like level.
That's
Like,
what they've been working at for
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons. Really, is how do we do this and have it just be
Totally.
baseline?
And they
Yeah.
destroy it, and then Vegeta's like rattled about it.
Yeah.
He can't handle it. Yeah, I can't remember if he comes out and can do it too, but I also don't care that much. So, can he do it when he comes out, or is
I think
he?
so.
Yeah, yeah.
I think by the end of the saga, you
Okay.
can.
One of my favorite things when they go into the hyperbolic time chamber, like Goku
Yeah.
and Gohan, is that how is it that they have so much food in there?
Magic.
That is totally it, and
It's magic.
and I just wish it's kind of like in Star Trek where they have
Yeah.
like their food just kind of like appears and gets teleported, or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, we need that technology now.
Yeah, that would be nice, but also it's not gonna happen, bro. Like you gotta grow food, dude. Sorry, you gotta go to the store.
But that would end world hunger. I would never have to worry about cooking.
You know what? We need
It
to
would
build-
be sick.
Yeah. Well, that would be awesome. That would be really fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, we
Anyway,
agree.
We agree.
Moving on. Goku teleports into Cell's ring literally just to like talk shit to him and size him up.
Yeah.
They have a little kind of back and forth. They talk shit, and then Goku comes back and casually announces like, "I don't think I can beat him."
Yeah.
And they're all like, "What?" Ironically, this is oddly foreshadowing because he's not lying. And the reason he's confident and like casually saying that is because at this point he already knows what's going on with Gohan. He knows Gohan's powerful as fuck. And as the season unfolds, people keep thinking Goku has an ace up his sleeve. You know what I mean? And this statement gives you the insight for the first time because everyone's like, Gohan's too confident that he's got something, but he never tells anybody, and no one ever asks him.
Well, here's the thing with Gohan in this particular moment, right? If he's able to go Super Saiyan at that age,
Yeah.
where it took his dad forever to get to
Yeah.
that stage,
Yeah.
right? Like you're already way ahead of the game.
You're next level.
Yeah.
And Goku explains as much later on. He's like, think about how much he's been through with us as a kid. You know what I mean? He's been through a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Okay, so Goku and Gohan go off to start training, and on the way they stop at Korin's place. So pretty much just so that Goku can like flex half his power, and he almost destroys Korin's place.
Yeah.
And he literally, after flexing half the power, he's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna beat him." That's what Korin says to him, and they're like, "Okay, well, see ya." Meanwhile, also here we see Yajirobe again, and Yajirobe's like, "I'm not coming," and they're like, "We weren't even gonna ask you, buddy."
Nobody wants you.
Nobody wants you to come, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, good, because I'm not coming." And I'm like, "Also good."
Yeah,
Nobody
thank
wants you
God.
there. Yeah.
But also maybe he should just sort of go.
Yeah.
In case they need him to, I don't know, save the fucking world again. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I have a love-hate relationship with him, actually.
Oh yeah.
I love to
think
hate
you're
him.
supposed to.
I love to hate him.
That's
Yeah, you're
the
right.
point of that character.
You're right.
Yeah.
I actually do
Little
kind of wish I had a
comedic
little bit more
relief.
of him.
Kind of greasy.
He's greasy as fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
he's so greasy.
He's a grease ball.
Yeah.
A grease ball. Okay, so Gohan and Goku go home for a bit, and Chi-Chi, upon seeing Gohan, yells, "My son looks like the front man of a new wave punk band." That's her response, dude. And I'm like,
I don't
that
even
tracks.
remember that.
It might be a dub thing. I don't know. But it fucking made me laugh. Worth writing down.
Oh man.
They spend a little bit of time fishing. And like Goku and Krillin are like reminiscing about like their youth and stuff, and Gohan's watching. It's like a cute little scene. And this whole training series is just them kind of chilling to the point where Goku literally encourages Gohan like not to train anymore. He tells him like, "You're good," and Gohan's like, "What? Really? I guess." And then they don't train.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like they should have questioned Goku. No one questions Goku.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing about this in like IRL for like real fighters.
Yeah.
Is that rest day is really important.
Yeah.
You know,
True
like
say.
especially like when I used to do judo.
Yeah.
And when I would train all the way up to like say I had a tournament on Saturday and I had to weigh in at like 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
And if I trained Friday night, I was awful at the tournament.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but if I just took a rest day and just kind of like didn't think about judo on that Friday night or
Yeah.
like Friday and just
Yeah.
kind of like chilled out.
Yeah.
I was way better on Saturday.
So that tournament that I watched you fight in, you trained on the Friday, is what you're telling me?
Actually, I did.
You got tossed, bro.
I did.
Side note, it was sick though.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, actually, that day, I think we mentioned this in the other podcast because we talked about it. Like, I missed weight by like.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I like missed weight
I
by
forgot about that.
like 2 or 3 pounds, and so I went outside and I ran around in circles with a garbage bag and my gi on to try to lose some water weight too,
Dude, you're a lunatic.
and try to push out a poo.
Wow, dude.
To try to make weight.
Did you?
And I didn't.
Oh no.
So I wasn't only like
Not enough poo poo came out.
yeah. So not only wasn't I didn't make weight, I was
Yeah.
fucking tired as shit.
Yeah.
Going into the tournament.
Oh, so you got tossed.
I just got
And then
I
you
just-
would have been at the bottom of the upper weight class they would have forced you into, and so
Yeah.
you'd have been outsized by everybody.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But no, it's true. Like when I did powerlifting as well, like
Yeah.
a full week before my meet,
Yeah.
I did not lift
Interesting.
at all.
When I did backyard wrestling, sometimes for like a couple days before a fight, I would like not beat up my friends.
Just take it easy. A
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
chill. Yeah, I would just eat Doritos and like.
Not break any fluorescent light bulbs over your head.
Yeah, yeah, take it easy on the drywall, shots to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did all the juggalos and
Look at us
juggalettes
three.
feel
Look at us
about
three
that?
fighters.
Yeah.
Very accomplished fighters.
Yeah. Were
Yeah.
the juggalos and juggalettes let down though that you weren't out there?
No, because we didn't have a fight planned. I just
Oh, okay.
was chilling. Okay. yeah.
Mountain Dew and Doritos.
I was the champ, though. I should say.
Okay.
Just
Of what?
It was we called it the pizza title,
Okay.
and it was a cardboard wrestling belt made from a pizza box with tinfoil,
Nice.
and I was the champ.
Oh man. Well, that was tangent.
Sad.
sell on, baby.
Sad tangent.
No, it was cute. Okay, so back to what we're actually fucking talking about. Meanwhile, Cell is bored, and so he just flies into space and rains asteroids down on the Earth. And then the army comes after him, and he kills them all
Yes.
Dead.
really quickly.
Well, I mean, at that point, right? Like we know the power scaling, and a human army
Yeah.
is gonna do nothing.
No, absolutely. I mean, we saw Nappa take out an army in a village
Yeah.
way back in the day, and that was arguably crazier looking than this. So meanwhile, the team starts planning for the tournament because now they're like, oh, okay, we got to get our shit together.
This is serious.
And immediately they're like, people are going to die, so what are we going to do? Dragon Balls.
Yes.
And so Goku has this plan where he instant transmissions like crazy. They're flexing his new skill in this season.
Oh,
like
yeah, hard.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
A lot. And everyone's mind is blown. And meanwhile, Goku's just like, a blip, a blip.
Yeah.
Just flipping around.
Visiting Namekians.
Yeah. He goes to Namek, or not Namek. He goes to King Kai's planet first and is like, where's the Namekians? He's like, oh, they're over here.
The new planet.
Exactly. Then he goes to their new planet.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, we need a new guardian. And they're like, here's a little child. And they give him Dende.
Dende.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dende.
Obviously, it was going to be Dende.
That's where that's when he comes in.
Yeah.
Dende.
Cute little baby bye. Little baby Dende.
Come on, you had to smirk a little bit when they marched Dende out there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
I love Dende. He's so sweet.
I don't hate him, but
Yeah.
I don't hate him.
I mean, what other character would have?
It was going to be him.
It was going to be.
Yeah,
him.
obviously.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
He's the only Namekian you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just give him a random.
Yeah. What was the
Namekian.
other one that was there for a little while and got killed? We only have known like 3.
Nail?
Yeah.
Nail, yeah.
Nail dead.
Nailed it.
So Dende like MacGyver's a plan, like literally like MacGruber, like, okay, I'm gonna need a statue of the dragon, I'm gonna need old Dragon Balls, and then he like gets a statue of the dragon. He's like, he says some crazy shit. Like the incantation, like literally made me laugh. I was gonna try and do an impression of it, but I can't remember it. But it was funny.
I'll have to watch what the dub does. For
I should have.
It's hilarious.
I should have set up an impression, but I didn't. Anyways, it was funny, and then obviously it works. But the new Dragon Balls won't bring back people who are already died. Plot hole number 1. Wasn't this already the case?
No.
Didn't the Dragon Balls already not bring back people who are already died? Wasn't that a big deal before?
No, if you've already
No.
been wished back.
Yeah, you've already been wished back. Yeah.
Oh, see, I knew you guys were going to help me with these plot holes.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I was like, this was a big deal when Chaozu died before. He was like, bye forever. Remember?
Yeah.
Also, where the fuck's Chaozu in this whole season?
He's just a.
They either haven't wished him back yet,
Yeah.
or like there is a long period of time where Chaozu and Tien are training together, like
Yes.
away from the Z Fighters. You don't
Okay.
see Tien for a long time.
Tien's around here, not Chaozu. But
Yeah,
also, like,
yeah.
I'm okay with that because we got a couple of little baby boys. We don't need him. Okay, so the Dragon Balls are now like reinstated or whatever. They turn from stone back to Dragon Balls, and Goku just zips around snagging them so goddamn quickly,
Yeah.
which I love because that could have been like
An entire season.
An entire season.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, and it's because they're showing off the instant transmission. They want
Yeah.
to show that Goku can pull it off, right?
Well, they want to keep you focused on the tournament.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the reporter is the first on the scene now, and he's like a fucking buffoon, like an idiot. And here's another like plot hole that you guys are gonna call me stupid for even calling out, but like, how is this old ass camera with no broadcasting gear actually broadcasting to people's homes? It's like literally a tape camera, dude.
Yeah.
It's a tape camera.
Yeah. Hooked up to nothing.
Yeah, magic. So, humans can do magic.
I love when that happens.
Yeah,
It's my
absolutely.
favorite. The show's the best show. I love the show. Okay, so next person to show up is Mr. Satan, and the reporter's stoked on him.
Yes.
Okay, and next is Vegeta, and then Android 16, who, by the way, Bulma and her dad were like restoring. We didn't get into that before, but that was happening. And then Goku and all his friends shows up, and meanwhile, like nobody on Earth knows who Goku and these people are,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
except all their past conquests were also televised.
I know.
Plot hole number 2.
Yeah.
Everyone just forgot.
Well, everybody wants to watch a human that they can relate to.
But they're literally like, who are these people? And I'm like, the people who saved you last time you watched it on TV.
Yeah. A few weeks ago.
Yeah,
weeks ago.
literally. Even the general, like the military general, is like, is that? No, it can't be. Because he remembers him from the tournament back in the day,
Yeah.
saving them from Piccolo.
The only explanation that I can possibly give, and this is like maybe a bit of a stretch, but as soon as things started to be televised with the Saiyans, Nappa destroyed the news helicopter. Nappa destroyed all of the reporters that were coming out to show up, and just like a little show of strength. He fucking massacred them all.
Could be.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
if the only other point of reference you have for people of Earth having seen them be televised
Yeah,
was
is
them
that.
fighting off the Saiyans, because
Yeah.
that would be it. Frieza was on Namek.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would have just been the Saiyans. So
I guess.
assuming Nappa did what it looked like he did and took out all the news cameras, you
Yeah.
wouldn't know about Goku or Piccolo or Gohan or Vegeta.
Well done once again. Because my answer was like, the reason that's the case is because nobody actually cares who writes the show.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about this kind of shit. But, good
Wrong.
job. You did a good job. Man, you did a good job. Thank you. Okay,
Look,
so
at the end of the day, we've already established this. We just want to watch cool fights and power ups, right? So all that other fluff
You do.
and
That's what you want.
flavor that they add in, we
Yeah.
can dismiss. No problem.
You can.
I'm here for the hair.
I'm here for the hair.
The hair that magically grows 6 inches in one scene.
Yeah,
Yes.
buddy.
Dude, it's like short little bowl cut, and then the next scene you see him, it's like down to his shoulders.
Yeah.
You
Well, wasn't he in the time chamber?
Yeah,
though?
he was in.
No. Oh, yeah, you might be right.
yeah, the hyperbolic time chamber. One day is 1 year.
You guys are good at this.
Yeah,
You guys
man.
been
Told you.
you guys
been
been
doing
practicing.
this since I was like
You've been
9 years old.
practicing. Okay, you've been practicing.
Older
Okay, so
brothers being like, the show's fucking stupid.
You're like, no, it's not.
No.
Nappa destroyed
Yeah.
all the fucking helicopters, you dick.
yeah.
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 You did it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You've been doing it.
I've been.
Okay.
we do it well.
You do. You guys are a good team.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's
thanks for
why
not-
we're sitting beside each other.
Sorry, that's why we're over here.
Okay, let's not get too far. I don't want you guys to hate me anyway. Stop. You hated me a lot in the last episode. I don't need any more of that.
That's why it says Shmanime in the front,
Yeah,
in front of you.
I own the Shmanime title. Okay. So Mr. Satan is the first up to fight Cell, which is like the most bonkers move anyone could choose to make. He's like, I'll take him on. He literally is flicked away
Yeah.
within moments, not before trying to show off by breaking a bunch of like roofing tiles.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Mr. Satan.
But like, also when he gets flicked away, like into a mountain.
Which would immediately kill him.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Maybe he is the strongest guy.
Yeah.
He survived that.
It's exactly.
That's
Secret
got to be the
superhuman strength.
basis of this theory.
Secret superhuman strength. I get it. And
It's
then
not Krillin that's the strongest human.
yeah, fair enough. Up next is Goku, and immediately I'm like, how's Goku next?
Yeah.
He's the last guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, he's not.
No.
And my guess at this point, I guess he's going to die. He's going to train in the afterlife while everyone else gets their asses kicked and then come back and save the day. Or Gohan. That was my thought immediately before we even get any further.
Interesting.
I called it.
Nice.
Yes.
Nailed it. So Cell versus Goku highlights. That's how we're going to do this, okay? Right off the bat, Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Except it's a decoy for Goku to get behind him and punch him in the spine.
Yeah.
Which I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
also, at this point, the Earth is literally shaking
Yeah.
from just their fucking around power.
Yeah.
Levels.
Rocks are just rising
The
from the
whole
yeah.
Earth is vibrating.
Yeah.
Are we not going to talk about the coolest, one of the coolest fucking scenes where like Goku instant transmissions while holding a fucking Kamehameha?
I don't know if I even acknowledged that it happened. So many instant transmissions that I was like lost on it, but that's cool. That's cool.
Come on, such a cool scene.
Yeah.
I'm trying to specifically remember when it happens,
Good.
but I do remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably really liked it.
I did. That's one of his like best moves is where he
Yeah.
like comes at you with a Kamehameha, then instant transmissions behind you and then fucking shoots
Okay.
it at you.
I didn't even notice that was something worth noting. They were just fighting. Fighting was happening. But yeah, cool. That's cool. Well done. Meanwhile,
Shweebs, help me.
you have a partner
Help
to
me.
help you. I have nobody.
Yes.
I disagree. It's sick. What the fuck?
You're right. It is sick. Okay. You're right. The Earth is shaking. Everyone's powering up left, right, and center. Big old power ups. Cell splits into 4 cells. That's like a big
Little
thing.
baby cells.
Yeah,
Baby
no, not
cells.
yet. We're not little baby cells. 4
Oh,
regular
right.
sized cells.
Sorry.
Oh.
Cell Junior.
And it seems like a big deal, except Goku just piles them up immediately. Like, not a big deal at all. And Cell is using, because as we remember, Cell is made up of all the other strongest fighters, so he's using everyone else's moves. You know what I mean? Because we know he can, and so they have to show us that he can.
Yeah. Which is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
having everybody have to face, or having Goku have to face down all of these famous
Yeah.
attacks from the rest of the series it's a cool villain power to have.
It is, yeah. It's Shang Tsung or whatever from
Yes,
Mortal Kombat.
yes,
It's-
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
a thing from
exactly.
time that people plug in sometimes to villains. But yes, it's cool.
It's like one fighting like 100,
Yeah.
but in one person.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
never know. You can't train against the guy's technique because he has all the techniques. That's
right.
You know what I mean? So he's a wild card in that way. Cell is going for a full power Kamehameha, which could destroy the planet. And Goku's like, "No, man, don't do that." Which is like, you're gonna just yell at him to not.
Yeah.
He's Cell.
Don't.
Don't do that. Yeah. Good one, Goku.
Cell's like, oh.
Oh yeah, good
Okay.
call. He's like, "That's what I'm here to do."
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Like, come on. So Goku like leads it into space. That's his move,
Yeah.
which is smart. And then he comes back and Cell gets like blown apart by a Kamehameha, which, you know, is not a big deal because A, nothing matters. And B, he can reform.
Yes.
So he reforms. And at this point, Goku like kind of goes berserk. Like he gets he blasts like a massive, he gets mad. He does a bunch of fucking fighting. It's not really making a big deal. And at this point, he reveals his big secret weapon, which is to give up.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that moment.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck?
He's like, I forfeit.
Yeah.
I forfeit.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
It's yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of like an ass pull for us to assume that like idiot Goku
Yeah.
Yeah.
has this grand
Like,
plan in
plan and
mind.
It's almost a slapstick move to unfold it like this. It's
Yeah.
comedy. They're doing it to make us laugh.
Yeah.
and to try and shock us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They and also it's a little bit insulting because it's like they don't think that we know
They don't really know.
that he's gonna pick Gohan.
Yeah, of course.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Obviously.
insulting.
Because meanwhile, all this is going down. There's even a moment where Gohan is looking down at the fight and everyone's like, oh my God, it's crazy. It's so impressive. It's the best fight I've ever seen. And Gohan's like, why is everyone so impressed by this?
Yeah.
He like has that moment. He's like, why is everyone so amazed that my dad's fighting right now? He's holding back. That's what
Yeah.
Gohan says, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, we find out that Goku's like, oh yeah, I'm not just giving up, but I'm going to send in the next fighter, and it's Gohan. And he swears Gohan's strong enough, right? And what we find out is that Gohan thought Goku was holding back because he was comparing Goku's fighting to what he could do. And Goku's like, nah, dude, I was giving it my all, which also he probably didn't look like he was, power scaling issue.
Yeah.
We've seen Goku give his all. It doesn't look like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't show it very well, like the power scaling at this point.
Yeah, I agree. But they got to do what they got to do, I guess, to make Gohan look great. Because they maxed out, I think, early on. You know what I mean? I think that's what happened. They
Yeah,
maxed
they
out.
got too high too fast. Yeah,
They blew
for
planets
sure.
up.
For sure.
Really early
Well,
on. Yeah. Okay, so Goku. This is where Goku tosses Cell Senzubean, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. This
Why,
at this
man?
moment, like I
Why?
said, there's memes around this moment.
Yeah.
Just balls like this, dude.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's it, man. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
weird confidence.
He's a bit of a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like legit. Goku, yeah.
Yeah,
a little bit,
of course.
Like he's not well.
Like what person wants to invite villains who want to destroy the Earth back after they've recovered,
Yeah.
stronger and knowing your techniques, so that you can fight them again and potentially lose?
Yeah, a horrible person.
Yes,
wants to do that
without any regard for collateral damage.
Don't worry about the Earth, he says later.
Yeah.
We'll get to that though, dude.
Except for that one time when you're focusing your full power Kamehameha at the Earth. Don't do that.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Okay, so now we're gonna do Gohan versus Cell kind of highlights. We're gonna
Yeah.
blast through it. Okay, so once again, big old power ups. Everyone's powering up. Right away, Gohan's getting punched a lot.
Yeah.
Like just punched in his face over and over and over again, and everyone's freaking the fuck out, and people are angry at Goku, rightfully so. I was a little bit too, maybe. I was like, come on, dude. Like, really? But also, nothing matters. So I know this is going to be fine. And Goku's just chilling. He's like, just shit-eating grin on his face, loving every second of this. And this is when Gohan kind of learns and explains his power. He's like, I think I know why my dad threw me in. Because when I get angry, I can really fuck shit up. That's like his realization.
Yeah.
And he tells it to Cell, basically.
But
He's
yeah,
like,
he tells them about Raditz and like
Yeah.
yeah, past
exactly.
times that it's happened.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And Cell's like, you just made a terrible mistake. You told me your power, and I want to see it. And so he starts fighting him even harder, basically.
Yeah.
And at this point, something strange happens because Android 16 steps in out of nowhere and just bear hugs Cell. He's like, I got him. He's like, you get out of here, Gohan. I'm going to self-destruct. Meanwhile, Krillin's yelling at him. He's like, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because Bulma, who actually was like
Yeah.
not annoying in this season to me, because she was barely in it, thank fucking goodness.
She was useful.
Yeah.
Except she pulled the bomb out. This could have been the end. So she still fucked up and ruined everything.
Well,
She's still the worst.
Well, no.
She fucked up, dude. This would have been the end.
Not necessarily.
There's no way that bomb was going to be powerful enough to kill Cell anyway. Literally,
I agree.
yeah. There's no way.
I agree.
I don't know. You're probably right.
I think if anything, that was an accidental fuck up that had the bonus effect that Android 16 wasn't just deaded
Yeah.
by suicide pointlessly.
Yeah. He did
Yeah.
kind of get deaded almost completely immediately after that. Though.
Yeah, but it wasn't as pointless as it would have been
Sure.
if he self-destructed.
And he does serve a purpose because his fucking head rolls over to Mr. Satan and is like, take me over to Gohan. And they're all like, bah! The fucking head rolls up to him, dude. Buffoons, man. Literal buffoons.
Yeah.
And then they, so he takes the head over there and basically 16 says, Gohan, you got to get mad, bro.
This is
Stop
what I mean.
holding back.
This is why it wasn't in vain, right? Like this.
Yeah, this was the mechanic.
Yeah.
So
So
push him over the edge.
he goes, you got to get mad. And Gohan's like, I guess. And then 16's head gets crushed. And this is where fucking Cell like butt births 7 Krillin-sized blue cells
Yes.
out of his fucking butt needle or whatever.
Yep.
And they have to fight the team, like our Z Fighter team or whatever. And Gohan is now bonkers strong. And at one point, all the little tiny cells are like firing on him all at the same time, and he destroys them. And everyone's like, what? Because they couldn't fight them. Yeah. Like these little blue guys were getting the edge on everybody, these little shitty cells.
So at this point, just so you know, Gohan is officially transformed into Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, what the fuck?
So
Yes.
there is a second level to Super Saiyan. Okay.
They just throw numbers on it now?
Basically, yes.
basically.
They couldn't give it a
Yes.
cool name?
Wait until you get to
So,
Super Saiyan
Ultimate
3.
Saiyan? Ultimate Saiyan.
So there is Ultimate Super Saiyan. There is
Yeah.
a form called
How many
that.
numbers do you have to get
Yeah,
past
there is
to get-
Ultimate Gohan actually becomes a form that he uniquely has.
Okay.
Yeah,
where
no
he
one else
basically
has.
has the power of a Super Saiyan, but his hair doesn't change.
Oh,
It's almost like a fully mastered form where he can be as strong as a Super Saiyan without even transforming.
Yeah.
interesting.
But either way, there's a lot of levels to this Super Saiyan thing.
yeah.
There were even some levels that we've gone through already that don't have a number associated with them,
Yeah.
like when they get all chunky, big
Yeah, yeah,
fat
yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
They're slow.
Yeah.
That's a certain form, right? And they keep ascending. This is the first time you hit a full nother level
Okay.
where you're at 2.
I don't love the transformation and the levels.
I do.
Yeah,
I
I,
always
did.
have.
I loved it. The only problem I had
I loved it. I loved it. Both of
is
you
that I
guys.
wish they made level 2 just a little bit more distinctly
If it's going to be another level with a name and a serious thing,
Yeah.
make it distinct.
right, like, but they do a little bit, but it's so minuscule.
I didn't notice
The
it.
the only thing that is really different is when they go into level 3.
Yeah.
Right.
You
we'll
just
get-
spoiled that there's a level 3 for Jordy.
I
but-
knew. I had to know already by now.
At this point, he knows. You,
Okay.
you spoiled the fucking black hair for him.
Yeah, but that's like he just looks the same like he always does. It's not an entirely new.
No, he doesn't look the same
Form.
that he does now.
No, but black hair. I'm just saying he's like he
What does
normally,
level
he
3 look
normally
like?
has
What does
black
level
hair.
3 look like?
You'll get there because we're gonna talk about
Sure,
it.
fine. Whatever, guys.
So Super Saiyan 2 is characterized by like first of all the hair does get a little bigger and a little spikier.
Okay.
There's often a singular bang that will come off the front as well. That is sort of different.
I love
but
how it's just hairstyles.
I know it's
Yeah,
crazy, but
that's
it's
exactly it.
it is it. And then the other most noticeable one and the biggest giveaway that it's a Super Saiyan 2 is the lightning aura.
Yeah.
Which you can see around him right there. That blue lightning.
Oh,
That
interesting.
is
Okay.
sparking around him at all times
Yeah.
is a calling card of Super Saiyan 2.
The thing is they just are always doing crazy forms of energy
don't know
and
what's
weird
what.
stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I don't. The lightning. I was like, okay, so he's doing another energy thing.
Again, over 20 years
You have
of
to have done the
loving and
research and love and
defending and
know.
researching this shit. I have watched all the videos. There
We
are
all
tons of
know.
videos out there of
Yeah.
explaining it.
All right.
I'm just saying, for the people that love this form of Super Saiyan, this
Yeah.
was the first time you see it.
All right.
And Gohan is the first character in the whole series to achieve that form.
Okay.
They
Big,
should-
because Goku was always that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. This season is kind of big for that, right? Because Goku's like, I'm out, and he's the
Goku's
guy
not
now.
that guy.
He's
not that guy anymore. No.
Yeah.
But I feel like now, like with the amount of power scaling that happens, like Super Saiyan 2 should just be an automatic, right? That's technically Super Saiyan 1 now, but I mean, that's with the grand scheme of things.
That's why I hate power scaling and transformations. It's like it's all oversaturated and kind of ruins it for me. But that's me.
No.
It gets messy for
No.
sure.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
for the purists and for the people who really love this stuff, like you get excited when you see your favorite form come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when it's rare. Some characters don't get every version.
Wouldn't your favorite form just be the strongest one?
Well,
if
you
you're a
can't.
loser.
Yeah.
I like the strongest one because it's the best one.
Yeah, 'cause they
that's
win.
you.
Yeah, you can't just go from 0 to 100, man.
I'm not saying go from 0 to 100. I'm just saying the best one is the one that
Like
makes
the one,
them win.
no, like the one
Yeah.
you think is the coolest. That's the
Yeah.
one you should like.
The coolest is the strongest one.
Maybe
No,
to you.
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you just like the whatever sports team is the winner?
I don't know a thing about sports, dude.
I'm just saying.
I
Like,
don't
do
know a
you,
thing about sports.
I'm just saying that's what you're.
He's the
that's what you're
bandwagon. He doesn't watch
saying.
any sports until the fucking like
The
series- yeah,
championship.
Super Bowl's a
championship.
good time, I'll be honest.
And then you like the favorite.
Super Bowl's a good time. World Series, I'm here for it.
What a loser.
Yeah. Stanley Cup, if the Leafs ever win it, I'll put a jersey on.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Let's get back to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Yes.
Who is-
Fucking up Cell
He's
Juniors.
punching the shit out of. He killed
look
the
at this.
Cell Juniors at this
So
point.
on our screen right now, he's got
Yeah.
fucking his hand is right inside his
He punched
gut.
inside him. This is literally where we're at right now. He's
Yeah.
punching the shit out of Cell. He punches inside him. He hits a Kamehameha and sends Cell into space. Into space. And Goku says, that, I guess, hey, Goku acknowledges it without saying Super Saiyan 2. He says something in the dub, anyhow, where he goes, Gohan's broken through the Super Saiyan barrier. And I go, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is the Super Saiyan barrier? But you guys just explained it to me before I even mentioned it.
Yeah.
Well done. This is where Goku
You're welcome.
Thank you. Encourages Gohan to end it. He's like, yo, you've like got him weak. Don't test fate, just fucking take him out. And then Gohan's like, nah, I want to like hurt this guy a little more. I want to hurt this guy a little more.
This is where you see his rage.
Yeah, he rages out
Yeah.
hard. And of
It's not even
course,
just rage. It's like sinister rage.
yeah, totally.
It's a symptom of the form, unfortunately. Like
Yeah.
as you get higher in the Super Saiyan levels,
You get angrier?
Well, you become more and more in touch and in tune with that animalistic,
Yeah.
great ape,
I was about to say
That exists.
They are great apes,
right?
right?
And
yeah.
and the Super Saiyan is basically the great ape rage and power level mastered,
Yeah.
and condensed.
How much stronger
right?
do you think these guys would be if they still had their tails?
Actually, not much because
that would just control the transformation.
yeah.
Oh, I thought the tails was like the source of their power, or maybe they thought that and then they realized they were wrong.
No,
The
no,
transformation into ape power.
They
Yes.
can't do that anymore. They never do that again.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know when if and when we'll do GT. That's a bit more prominent, but like
You got monkeys again?
You get some tails back.
we got some tails back, but like
Yeah.
it's
cool.
but in the Z timeline, it's
We're done with monkeys.
We're done with the tails.
We've evolved from
Yeah.
monkeys.
Well, Jay and I have. I don't know about you.
Hey, what?
You're a monkey.
Rude. Rude. All right. Well, Gohan wants to make Cell suffer, and Cell, of course, regenerates. Because at this point, he's like lost limbs, and he's like floating around and bleeding, and his limbs are falling off. So he regenerates, but it gets fucking weird because he pukes up Android 18 out of nowhere. He's like, "Wah, wah,
Yeah, he got punched so hard.
yeah, then he
Yeah.
puked
That was
out
a kick.
Android 18, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Legit a what the fuck moment. I was like, "Ah,
Well, if you got kicked in the stomach, you get fucking puke.
barf out a human
If you
being
had
that I ate
just
before."
eaten an android
Yeah.
and you got
Yeah,
kicked in the stomach
I'd
by
probably
Space
barf it
Pope,
up. Yeah. Dude, it wouldn't feel good. And another like side effect of this happening is Cell loses his perfect form.
Yes.
And then weirdly, he like balloons up with some sort of like weird manic confidence. He's laughing and he gets huge and kind of looks like a clown. And then he's going to explode himself and take the Earth with him. He's going to self-destruct basically. At this point, Goku sacrifices himself. He blips down there, says goodbye, and says, "This is the only way." And instant transmissions Cell to King Kai's planet.
Yes.
And they all dead. Now,
Yes.
plot hole. King Kai's planet in the afterlife.
Yes.
yes.
Not dead, just living there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so the Kais exist beyond the like the realms of living and dead.
Except that when it explodes, then dead.
Yes.
Well,
So that not beyond the realm of living and dead.
no, I mean dead in,
Yes.
dead in that moment and in that like point in space time.
Yeah.
But the Kais are essentially eternal.
Yes.
The Kais do not like the Kais are like they're like gods.
Yeah.
So maybe that little planet that they were on, and like that, representation of them is dead,
Yeah.
but they live on.
But
Yes.
he gets a halo the same as Goku, and they all are in the afterlife floating around
what I
pissed
mean.
off because they're dead.
Yes.
Dead.
Yes.
Dead.
Yes.
I don't think you guys did a great job on that one, but we'll move past it.
No, but like
Okay.
I'm just saying, like they're
Yeah,
Dragon
that's-
Ball dead. Like they're like
Yeah.
like they're not gone.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll never ever be gone. You can't,
Nobody will be
Yeah.
because nothing in this show matters.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can't permadeath. There's no permadeath really in
I know.
this particular anime, right? And
Yeah.
Especially not for the Kais.
yeah.
Of course, the Kais.
So the Kais are the next thing to like the alts. Like there's, I think, what 3 more degrees of separation
From gods and Kais.
from the ultimate being,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah, like the god of gods, like
Yeah.
like if there was a singularity
Yeah.
being in this whole Dragon Ball world,
Yeah.
and there's like a hierarchy of steps down.
Yeah. Mhm.
The Kais are a few steps down from that, but
Okay.
far above mere mortals. Even
Yeah.
though Goku's far stronger than King Kai,
Yeah.
King Kai's species, like
Yeah.
being a Kai, is on
Yeah.
another plane of existence altogether.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're
whatever.
ultimately regulators, really, at the end of the day.
special.
Sure, yeah, I
Yeah.
get it, but they still died the same way that Goku did with the halo
I
floating
guess.
around in the
Yes.
afterlife, which, by the way, they were already in.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, next plot hole. Goku blips to King Kai's planet, which is in the afterlife. Blipped in and out of King Kai's planet a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't he just blip in and out of the afterlife whenever he wants?
He can't because he's
not
stuck.
dead.
He's stuck
He's
in
blipping
that.
back and forth because he's alive still.
So when he's dead, he can't blip out. Is
Correct.
what you're saying. As
Yes.
soon as you die, that's
Now,
you stay there.
yeah, because he doesn't.
Can he still blip in and around the afterlife?
Yeah, and,
Probably.
Yeah, once you've passed that threshold,
Yeah,
dead,
yeah.
you can't blip back into IRL.
But if you're alive, you can blip down there and visit all the dead people you miss.
Yes, you can go
Yes.
in and out.
That's weird.
because there's
It's a little weird.
the planet itself is kind of its own thing.
Like King Kai's
It's
planet.
like think of it's a pocket dimension.
So it's outside of the afterlife, but it's also kind of inside the afterlife.
Yes, it's attached. No,
The
here-
afterlife itself is like a pocket dimension in
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball world. It's not
Yeah.
really like where you go where you're dead. It's like a pocket dimension you get sent to. Like
But you do go there
yeah.
when you're dead.
Yes, but like not in the not in the traditional sense of like dying like you're thinking.
Right.
Yeah. So you see, I think the perfect example is like on your tattoo, right? You have
Yeah?
you have what was it? The moon.
It's a moon and a planet.
Moon and a
And
planet.
they're connected.
And so that's so King Kai's the moon,
Okay.
right? And it's connected to that other planet, the pocket dimension,
Okay.
which is the afterlife.
Continue.
And you can blip back and forth there.
Okay.
So that's the best way I can describe it. Now
That's the best way you can describe
yeah.
it?
And then they fucking blew up the moon. So now they're in the fucking afterlife on the planet.
Okay, I kind of get it, I guess. I kind of get it, I guess, dude. All right. We can move on from that then, too.
Yes.
Accept it.
Accept it. Yeah,
I will
that's an
accept it.
accepted. Yeah.
Okay, so what we find out right after this is that everybody died except Cell didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a fake out, or is he just like too strong, and so that blowing himself up didn't actually kill him? Does it matter? Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just one of those guys. Like one particle will suffice
Yeah.
with him. Like, it's just
all right. Well, he puts
didn't
himself
do a
back
good enough
together, and now because he's a Saiyan and he comes back stronger after dying or getting hurt, he's perfect form again.
Mm-hmm.
And now he just also has the instant transmission, kind of just randomly. He kills Trunks immediately, and Vegeta goes berserk mode. And goes after him. He gets overpowered and then gets saved by Gohan, who takes a massive blast and is now too weak to fight. He's got this one lame arm. He's standing there. They're facing off, basically squaring off.
and Krillin has no more senzu beans.
Yeah.
Krillin has no more senzu beans, and everyone's freaking. Literally, people are standing around there saying, like, I've never felt more helpless in my life. I can't do anything. Goku from the afterlife goes to Gohan, dude, just do a Kamehameha and you'll get him. Just do one. Just do it. Forget about the planet. This is the forget about the planet. He's like, don't worry about destroying the planet. Just do the full force, the biggest full force Kamehameha you can do, and you'll get him.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of crazy.
But classic Goku
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just shoot a Kamehameha at it, and that will solve your problems.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the Goku's
Just shoot
MO.
at it. So Gohan's like, all right, and he does it. And so he's like firing this Kamehameha, and like Cell fires something else. So they're like attacks are facing off, and like, nah, which one's gonna be stronger?
Yeah.
And then people start jumping in. So Piccolo jumps in. He's like, I can't watch this happen. He gets in there, tries to fire at Cell from behind, and he gets smoked. Yamcha smoked. Tien smoked. Krillin smoked. Everyone's getting smoked. And Vegeta even joins in, and they all have this sappy moment for a second where they're like, I fucking love your dad. Or like Piccolo's like, Gohan, you're my fucking dude. They all have this moment where they say some stupid sappy speech.
Yeah, dude.
And then they all get in there together at the same time. And I guess because the power of love.
No, the power of camaraderie.
Power of camaraderie. They got him. They got him.
They got him.
Yeah. That's how they got him.
All our powers combined.
Okay.
It's Captain Planet.
Vegeta has a little assist.
He has a little assist. Yeah,
He
he
does,
does.
yeah. But
Yeah, he gets in there.
But he shoots a little beam there, and,
Yeah.
and that helps Gohan get the little bit of an edge to
Yeah.
help push through. But
Yeah.
you know, you end up with that iconic scene, and you see it a lot in Dragon Ball like merch and a lot of fan art and whatnot. But just that shot of Goku appearing behind Gohan as he's firing.
Yeah.
You almost have this father-son Kamehameha kind of moment.
Maybe some
where-
like energy from the afterlife boosting him kind of thing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
they're pushing that
Yeah.
kind of idea. But
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of become just an iconic image within Dragon Ball Z. That shot of Gohan one arm down,
Yeah.
blasting away, and
Yeah.
Goku right behind him firing.
Yeah.
It's a very fucking touching.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
Well, they even put it in like the Dragon Ball Z fighters, Dragon Ball fighters.
That's right. When you do that
The
attack,
attack, yeah.
oh, Gohan shows up.
Goku shows up behind you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
It is really cool. The video game, it's like a fighting game like Street Fighter.
kinda
It's
cute.
fucking awesome.
It's kind of cute.
Kind of cute.
Kind of
Go
cute.
fuck
Okay,
yourself.
ready for another plot hole that you won't be able to defend?
Okay.
Chi-Chi and her dad are at home watching on TV, getting
Yeah.
so stoked they know he won, except the camera's been smashed up and no one's recording. How do they know? How do they see it on TV?
Because it's the power of love.
There's a secret cameraman.
Yeah, secret cameraman.
All right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Secret camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's behind a bush.
Yeah.
He's
There's
filming.
drones.
Anyways, that made me laugh. Stupid as shit. Okay, so now we're like kind of gearing down here. Piccolo is the proudest fucking papa. He's beaming like crazy at his little bit boy. Go on. He's so stoked. Mr. Satan is taking credit, obviously, because he's a
Yes.
literal piece of shit. Dende heals Gohan immediately, obviously, because nothing matters in the show. 18 wakes up to mixed reactions. Some people are like, oh, amazing. And everyone else is like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which she does. She disses Krillin and then takes the fuck off. At this point, Shenron is summoned, which we knew was going to happen. The first thing they wish for is everyone Cell killed to be back alive because, once again, nothing matters in this show.
That's right, doggy.
Yes.
The second wish, they're like, what are we going to... and Yamcha's like, hey, Shenron, any way we can bring Goku back? We'd really appreciate it. And Shenron's like, nah. No, we can't do that. He's like,
Y'all did
okay."
that.
And he's like, well, my girlfriend wants an expensive necklace. And literally for a second, no one can think of a better wish.
Yeah.
Until Krillin says, hey, let's take the bombs out of 17 and 18.
Yeah.
And that happens. And then for some reason, 18 flew back when she saw the dragon. She just once again gets angry and pieces out.
Yeah.
But as she's piecing out, she turns back and goes, I guess I'll see you later. And flies away from there.
Well, Krillin initially
Yeah.
wants her to be turned into a human.
Yeah,
and
and
the
they can't do
dragon's
it.
like, I can't do that.
Because the androids are more powerful than him. he
yeah.
says.
Yes.
So it suffices with removing the bomb.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when we see a little some.
A little
Yeah,
something.
this is
She
a
keeps
spark.
saying, if you think I'm going to like you just because of X, you're wrong. And then she flies away.
Yeah.
Literally over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. And you're just waiting.
Yeah.
But you realize she's actually more human than you think.
Yeah, and I know they're gonna fuck because you've told me many times.
Yes.
Because you wish it was you.
You don't know me.
Yeah, we
Just saying
do.
this all.
Yeah, we do.
Anyways,
know
that's kind of
me?
the end.
You don't know what I've been through.
No, we
I'll
don't.
cut you.
I know what you want to be there.
Yes.
Kind of the end. Well, Trunks
Except
goes,
for I was gonna say
Yeah.
we got one little bonus episode
Yeah.
where
Trunks,
Trunks
he
goes
goes
back
home.
to the future. He has a little like cute send off where everyone meets back up. He
Yeah.
flies back home. He sees his mom. There's like a weird interaction with his mom at one point, and she like shows a bunch of cleavage and says something strange to him. I can't remember. It was fucking strange. And then he's like, I'm gonna go fight those androids again. He beats them. Fucking creepy bug cell shows up trying to
Yeah.
steal the time capsule. And he's like, not today, creepy bug cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes him out, and that's the fucking end.
Is the classic. It's like it's so like classic tropey for him to just like go back through time like in a montage
Yeah.
and clean
Yeah.
everything up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's like the fucking end of Deadpool or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's,
Ridiculous.
It's hilarious, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. And,
And
I
then-
have to keep forgetting that like each timeline is different. So he kills that cell in that back timeline which you'd think would eliminate Cell ever going, but it's like branches and branches and branches
right.
of the multiverse.
Yeah.
So whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with any kind of time travel, right? Like,
Are we gonna talk about that for an hour right now?
Nope.
Okay, we've been there
Nope.
before. Okay.
we're gonna do it when we do Steins Gate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that marks the end of another
games.
major
Yeah.
Dragon Ball villain, dude.
Yeah.
This is a big one.
Big arc.
Yeah, big arc.
Yeah.
Big villain.
Sure.
That spanned what?
Yeah.
Two seasons.
Two seasons,
Two
yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's fucking.
I get he was
that's-
supposed to be big. He didn't impress me. I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Frieza's better.
Frieza's a better villain. Frieza's fight scenes were all better.
Yeah.
All of them. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? These guys all had to work harder to beat him. Way
Well,
harder.
that's the thing. There's way more growth that happens in the Frieza arc, but you do see in the next arc with the next big bad.
Bippity boppity boo.
Yeah, there's some growth there.
Hilarious.
There's some growth there and some interesting stuff that happens.
All right.
That you kind of
All right.
that I kind of like. I don't know if you're gonna.
Well, I know you like it.
We're also more or less in the range now where you can watch almost any of the movies.
Okay.
Any of the standalone films now,
And they just
it
fit
won't
in
and
here?
it won't really fuck you up too much. There's maybe only one that I would advise you not to, but
Well, I'm not going to watch any of them unless you make me. So.
well, we will for sure.
I
Yes.
know. I'm just saying.
There are
Eventually,
there are
like-
a couple of crucial ones. There's some that are like,
Well,
but like
That's kind of how I feel about it
Broly
all.
is definitely one.
for sure.
Broly, like-
well, there's a lot. There's
Yeah,
a lot, but like there's like you don't need to know about the fucking the tree of power or Turles.
Yeah.
Or like
Sounds
fucking-
kind of interesting, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and-
Turles looks like Goku. Literally identical character model to Goku.
Okay.
No different whatsoever.
And he's
I
just a
mean,
big bad
he's just
that
a
gets
different
killed.
guy.
He just comes, wants to fight,
Pretty
gets
much.
dead.
Bardock.
Well, but yeah, but that's his dad.
Yeah.
But he's not in a movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But yeah, no, there's some stuff we'll waste your time on, and there's some stuff we won't. But
All right. I look forward to it all. I look forward to it all.
That's a fucking bold-faced lie.
I mean, I look forward to talking to you guys about it.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You guys don't hate me so hard on Dragon Ball Z. You hate me on other things.
You know what it is? It's
Hard.
because we are conditioned at this point in Dragon
through
Ball that you don't like it, but it is fun to see you struggle.
Yeah.
It is fun to hear your point of view and defend it.
All right. You guys did a good job defending it.
yeah.
I'll give you that.
Because I know I've already accepted the fact that this isn't a series for you, but we have to get through this.
We're getting through it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
we're so close now.
Yeah.
Like truly, like we have fucking 3 more seasons left, and we're like done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Like we got 3 more episodes,
Yeah,
guys,
thank-
for
thank
you
the
guys to
Kais.
stick with us, and we're done Dragon Ball Z. That
Yeah.
honestly, like fucking pat on our backs. Like that is not a small fucking undertaking.
Yeah.
Okay, like the only ones I can think of that would be bigger would be Naruto or One Piece, and like
Yeah.
maybe, but like
Well, we're definitely. I think the next big one that we're gonna have to do is Naruto, because I fucking make so many
I would love
Naruto
to.
references that he doesn't fucking know, and
I know
even
not a
sometimes you
thing.
don't know because
well,
you haven't seen the
Shippuden stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah,
You want me to score it?
of course.
I gave it a 5 out of 10, which I think is my best Dragon Ball Z score to date.
Really?
I don't know.
Really.
I actually don't know.
But you're generally gonna say that maybe this is the season you've liked the best so far.
I found it quicker and easier to digest.
Yeah.
I wasn't as bored
Okay.
generally.
Good.
I think I was able to find some enjoyment in the absurdity. The growth was a little nice, but the absurdity was funny for once and not just annoying. I think you guys are right that I'm getting conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not so much exciting like when you guys were kids and it blew your mind. It's like funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So we're doing our job, because
a way.
essentially we're just trying to condition you to consume and
Yeah.
tolerate as much anime BS as possible.
It's another one of these things where I'm
Yeah.
giving it points for reasons that the creators would probably be embarrassed to get points for. You know what I mean? That's what I think is happening.
That's the best we can hope for, I think,
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah.
though, man. Like,
Yeah.
you're never going to like it the way we like
Yeah,
it. We
yeah,
never
that's true.
were. Like, it's impossible. But I think all things considered, like, the fact that at this stage in the game, you're like, I don't know, kind of happily regaling parts of the show and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a pure win for us, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Pure.
Well, if it continues, like we'll get a 6 out of 10, a 7 out of 10, and an 8 out of 10 over the next 3 episodes. We'll see how it goes.
I think there's maybe some films in the future that might end up getting even higher ratings potentially.
Cool.
Yeah, because those standalone films are a lot of fun.
Super good.
Yeah,
cinema.
like especially the Broly one, that became like a huge fan favorite character who isn't really technically canon.
He is
right?
now.
He is now, but like, yeah,
For a long time, he wasn't.
yeah,
I've heard you guys talk about him a lot.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
I
and-
love Broly.
And like the whole canon thing, like I mean, the whole all the canon talk is among fans, anyways.
Yeah.
Toei has never made a statement on what is canon, what isn't canon.
They
Like
leave
that-
it up to you.
What, they don't care to make a statement because it's why would they? Like why would they discredit something or
That
make
they
something
made, yeah, good
more or
point.
less official, right? Like that's stupid, right? But the fans, and you put 10 actual real Dragon Ball fans in a room, will generally agree on some things being canon and some things not. So
Yeah.
you can either subscribe to that or not.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to you.
Or you could subscribe to us. Sorry, I couldn't miss the opportunity there.
Anyways,
Missed the segue,
Yes.
but yeah.
7 out of 10. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said 5.
No, you said 7. Also, give us a rating on Spotify.
Did you
or
guys rate
Apple.
this season? You care to? Does it matter?
I'll rate the season.
Yeah,
Okay,
what
go
do you
for it.
rate
I'm
it?
going to agree with Jordy and say 7 out of 10.
Yes.
Is
Agreed.
a good score for this
But
season.
I didn't give it a 7.
Yeah, you did. And so
I'm
gonna
only saying 7 just because like I'm a really big Vegeta guy, and you didn't get a ton of Vegeta this
Almost
season.
none.
You know, he's
No.
very background, and I like Gohan, I like Super Saiyan 2, but you're right, Cell kind of just fizzles out here, and it's just the Gohan show. So it's just like it's an okay season. 7 is good for me.
It is definitely one of the more lackluster seasons, but not in like the sense that it actually is lackluster. It is still a great season. But I mean, as a whole, right? So I'm also going to give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, right.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, mid to low tier.
A solid.
All right. Where can people find you, Jordy?
At reaching in, say what's up
Yeah. On Instagram.
on Instagram. Say what's up.
What about you, Jay?
At hanger.91 on Instagram and the hanger91.bigcartel.
Say what's up.
Say what's up. Say what's up. You can find me at Shmanime Pod on TikTok, Korean Barbecue 86 on Instagram. Come join the Discord. Let's have
Yeah.
fun. Also, if you can, donate to Never Not Kittens. They're a nonprofit rescue. Meow. Yeah, meow, meow, meow.
They got little baby kittens.
little baby cats. And yeah, please rate us. That would really help us out. And tell your friends.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
ya.
hanging out. Love you.
Love you
Bye.
all.